Victoria, and today I am going to introduce my favorite fiction book. My favorite fiction book is called Captain Underpants and the Printer's Plot of Professor Poopy Pants. It sounds very funny, right? And it is. The author of Captain Underpants is called Dav Pilkey. He's also the author of Dogman. I think he both did a great job on both books. If you told me to compare those two books, I would say that the Dogman and Captain Underpants are both very funny and interesting and maybe exciting, but maybe not for adults. Okay, so the main characters are Captain Underpants, George, and Harlan. Do you really know who Captain Underpants is? I'll show you later after I tell you the setting. The setting, there are many settings in the whole story, but mostly they stayed in Jerome Horrocks Elementary School, and sometimes they even fight at Jerome Horrocks Elementary School. This made Jerome Horrocks Elementary School so broken school. They had to fix the school every time it gets broken. That may cost a lot of money. Okay, who is Captain Underpants? He is actually their old main principal, Mr. Cook, which is George and Harlan. And why does Captain Underpants have this smile on his face with George and Harlan? Don't you think that's weird? Yeah, I'll tell you the answer. He actually transformed into Captain Underpants. I'll tell you how the story works. So, once George and Harlan, we think Mr. Cook was way too mean to be the principal. They bought a 3D hypo ring, and first they made him dance, and he danced so funny like this. Then Captain Underpants, which is Mr. Crump. Then they thought of Captain Underpants, which is the comic book they made. He transformed him into Captain Underpants. They made a terrible mistake. They had lots of adventures. They even got attacked by aliens. And do you know George stole some superpower juice? And when Captain Underpants was in trouble, so they could let him drink the superpower juice. And in fact, that was true. So Captain Underpants had a terrible mistake of fighting with crimes. Then George gave him the superpower juice, and he dragged them all. And Captain Underpants has superpowers. He can even fly. That is how the story works. And now that is the top secret of Captain Underpants. Also, if you pour water on his head, any kind of water, even tears, it will just make him back to Mr. Cook. George and Howard had understand how a terrible mistake they had made. So, when you see Mr. Cook, do not ever snap your fingers. Otherwise, Mr. Cook will turn into Captain Underpants. Okay, there are lots of funny parts in the story. I'll tell you the funniest parts, I think. So there was a new science teacher since the old science teacher, Mr. Fink, was going to leave. Professor Poopy Pants is the new science teacher. You might think this is so funny. That is. So, Professor Poopy Pants is George and Harlan's, and the rest of the class is new science teacher. So, George and Harlan thought about the teacher, what its name would be. But then, when Professor Poopy Pants came, he was so sure, like a kindergarten. Then he said to call him Professor Howard think about what the P was for. Then they sneaked into Mr. Krabs' office and took the folder and watched. His name is so funny because he lives in New Switzerland, and guess what? I bet you know almost some kind of things about New Switzerland, but here's something you don't know about New Switzerland. Everybody in New Switzerland has a very funny name, like Professor Poopy Pants. That's one of them, and or their president, Honorable Chico Butt. Then, or his lovely wife Stinky. Professor Poopy Pants was actually a very smart scientist. But this is a silly thing. He wanted to destroy the world, but this time he didn't want to destroy the world. All he wanted is to change everybody's name in the whole world. Otherwise, he will shrink them into small, tiny pieces, like toys. So this is how it works. So when George and Harold think it was so funny, when they think something is so funny, they make a comic book. Their comic books are so fun. Even though there's some mistakes of grammar, people in their class still like it. So this is how the comic book is. This is the title of the comic book, Captain Underpants and the Peed Pooper of Piqua. Once upon a time in the city of Piqua, Ohio, there was a science teacher whose name was Pee Poopy Pants. Everybody laughed at his funny name. Ha 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 ha. He was so angry that he wanted them to stop laughing. So he built an army of Gerbil Jogger 2000s. You may ask, what are Gerbil Joggers? They are kind of robot suits that are huge and giant, bigger than a lot of people. So he put Gerbers, hamsters in each one, but he couldn't make him do evil things. So he had a plan. He would put headphones to control the hamsters so that they would destroy the school. One student said, "Help, the Gerbil Jogger 2000 broke into the cafeteria. They just knocked down over some cupcakes, and now they're attacking the gym teacher." "Quick, somebody save the cupcakes," said the principal. Everybody thinks this was a terrible fight with Professor Poopy Pants. Then they called, "This looks like a time for Captain Underpants." So Captain Underpants fought with Professor Poopy Pants and got his evil things back and throw them to the trash. So they won. Pee read all of this. Pee read all of this, and it made him so angry, but it had him an evil plan. He built the Gerbil Jogger, and then guess what? He climbed on it, and he had his suit. Now he shrank everybody in Jerome Horace Elementary School and wrote on the board. Guess what he wrote? And he was changing